happy you're all here this evening. And to get us started, I would like to introduce our Superintendent of Education, Mr. Bill Dolezal.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bill Dolezal, and I am certainly the proud superintendent of the Cave Creek Unified School District. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the 2025 Celebration of Art here at the beautiful Cactus Shadows Fine Arts Center. Tonight, and for the last couple of weeks, made even more beautiful because of the incredible artwork out in the lobby. We are here tonight to honor the talents and achievements of our young artists from across the Cave Creek Unified School District, as well as our neighboring schools. The Celebration of Art is an annual tradition that highlights the creativity, passion, and hard work of our students in grades 3 through 12. It is a chance to shine a light on the spirit of artistic exploration, resilience, and imagination that these young artists demonstrate. This event is made possible through the generous support of our long-term partner, the Sonoran Arts League, the Jeff Cross Memorial, and our very own CCUSD Education and Community Services. I also want to sincerely thank our dedicated art teachers who not only nurture talent, but also teach perseverance, curiosity, and creativity in every student they are fortunate enough to have. Tonight's honorees were thoughtfully selected by their teachers for their outstanding creativity, passion, and dedication to growing through the artistic process. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting them. Thank you for supporting the arts. And congratulations to all our amazing young artists. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the stage Mrs. Judy Bruce from the Sonoran Arts League. Much of what you see here today on stage and the art supplies the students will receive tonight are due to the support of this lifelong artist and teacher. Please join me in welcoming Judy Bruce.
Welcome parents, administrators, mostly welcome our young artists. Congratulations. I'm really thrilled to be here tonight. I've been doing a lot of new research, and I'm finding more and more compelling reasons to keep the visual arts in our schools. I'll share a little bit with you. It is vital to a good education because it teaches kids to see. What do I mean? When I was in college, my first drawing class, my professor took us outside, sat us on the ground and said, "Draw that tree." I lived in a forest and woods my whole life. But it was the first time when I began to draw that tree. It was the first time I'd ever really seen it. The bark, the way the branches branched out, the way the leaves were attached. Elaborating on ideas, fluency, flexibility, empathy, and like was just said, perseverance, which we're finding is one of the most desirable traits in any career. The kids that did artwork out there had a stick-to-itness that they could finish that work the best way they can. They had grit. That's more important than anything else for a career or in life. There are more than 1 billion people globally that are suffering from mental health issues like depression, anxiety. And there are scientists and psychologists using MRIs on brains and CAT scans. They are proving that with just 20 minutes a day, doodling, pre-drawing, or coloring, there is obvious stress reduction that they can see in the brain. And the serotonin that comes from doing the artwork brings happiness, and joy. You gotta have art. Okay, I'm going on. Oh, I guess I'm almost done. So I have jet lag. We just got back from Greece and Turkey, which was fabulous. But students, I hope you enjoy these bags, and I hope that you'll share them with your parents, maybe your grandparents, your friends. I mean, everybody needs to do art. I also hope that you will check out our fabulous Sonoran Arts League studio. We have classes that are wonderful, as well as our gallery. We have art exhibits maybe 6 times a year, and they've found that looking at art can be just as helpful as doing art. We hope we will see you in our studios at Hidden in the Hills in the fall. And congratulations again, kids. We hope you enjoy, and you gotta have art. Thank you.
Through our local Kiwanis. Tom Laird.
Congratulations to those that are receiving awards tonight. But for sure, I want to also recognize the well done that everyone who participates in this program over this year alone, for the many reasons that Judy already pointed out, gained a lot of benefits, whether it's going to be in the art business or whether it's going to be in any other kind of endeavor you have. The ability to imagine and the ability to convert your imagination into something that other people can relate to or you can relate to.
And I have a wonderful moment where we get to recognize 2 students who are receiving scholarships from the Sonoran Arts League so that they can continue their education. At this time, there were actually 3 recipients, but Ella Miller, would you please come to the stage, and Chloe Ruskowinski. Congratulations, it wasn't just their artwork, but it was their words and their desire for continuing in a field that's related, and we're so happy to be able to help supply some money towards their scholarships. Congratulations. And just so you know, we have a photo opportunity. So as now we go into our school portion of the awards, the reason we have the teachers sitting with all their students is so everyone can come up as a school, and it can cut our ceremony down by a whole lot of time, which everybody likes. But the teacher and students come up, they'll get their awards, everyone exits off, and there's a guide for a photo opportunity. You come around, you come back in, and then you sit with your teacher. And you may miss the awards from the next school. But our first school that we are recognizing tonight is Annunciation.
I just want to say thank you to Kiwanis and the Sonoran Arts League. It's such a wonderful community. When I travel around in different parts of the country, I always mention the fact that we have this amazing art community up here in North Phoenix, Cape Creek, Scottsdale, just the Hidden in the Hills, and people are always amazed at the support for youth art. So I'm just really feel blessed and thankful to be a part of this. So my award winners this year, for my grade 3, I have Esme Cooper. And then I'm going to announce my grade 4 winner. Hunter Pope could not be here. He's at a very important golf tournament, so I will bring his awards back. He's very thankful to win. I have grade 5, Fiona Scagnoli. And then my grade 6 award winner is Avery Warner. I've always been a fan of her. And I don't know if if she's here. I know she was on her way. Alexa Gonzalez, are you here, Alexa? I don't know if she saw me in the front row, but I'll save this one for her. That's my grade 7. And then for grade 8, I have Monty Smith. And then my second grade 8, I have been teaching Anna Sophia Bowers since she was in kindergarten. So she has had me as an art teacher for 9 years. So it's gonna be a hard graduation for me this year because these are my students that I've had the longest since I've been at Annunciation. So Anna Sophia Bowers. Thank you.
Our next school, the teacher could not make it. She was not feeling well, but is Black Mountain Elementary.
Hi everyone, my name's Avaline, as Robin said, and I'm part of the Youth Art Committee at the Sonoran Arts League, and I'm filling in for Stephanie Brick. I know she had a hard time choosing the award recipients of so many talented artists, but Mrs. Brick had to narrow it down to these guys here. So bear with me on my pronunciation of names. Our first award recipient is Olivia Taylor. Some of them might not be here, so it's okay, we'll still clap for them at the end. James Arrington. Sophie Penry. Madeline Mackey. Sylvia Freepen. Raghav Chincholi. Shay Kujala. Huyella, excuse me. Julian Jory Stanford. Vivian Prokop. Vivian Prokop. Blakely Jensen. And that concludes Mrs. Brick's class.
And I would like to introduce the Desert Willow Elementary and the art teacher, Nicole Bissing.
And I'm the art teacher at Desert Willow, as she said. And I want to thank the Sonoran Art League for supporting our schools and for this amazing opportunity to recognize our young artists. I'm extremely proud of my students. They worked really hard, they had follow through, and they produced some beautiful work, which I'm sorry you got to see up front. These students have all shown growth, they're open to suggestions, and they're constantly a pleasure to have in class. The coolest thing about being an art teacher is being inspired by your students' work, and it's my pleasure to celebrate these fabulous students that have inspired me. Lola Gilbertson. Mia Dunmore. Kaylee Miller. Haley Warenko. Xavier Acuna. Lincoln Blackburn. Ariana Olson. Isabella Dunlap. Jamerson Rohde. Noah Little, and my one student who couldn't be here because she had soccer practice, Riley Jenenbacher. And Sarah Marilla.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you. And I want to just say thank you so much. This is my 5th year teaching at Horseshoe Trails Elementary School as the visual art teacher. My name is Lenny Scatto. I want to thank Sonoran Arts League for this wonderful opportunity, not only for the students, but for the art teachers. It's a great, great thing that we can express ourselves and show our work in a gallery-like setting. So thank you so much. The students at Horseshoe Trails focused their creative talent using a variety of art materials this year. The artwork displayed shows a mixed media collage. I want to recognize these students for not only their art talent, but their accountability throughout the school year within my classroom. It was a pleasure to teach them this year. The first grade I have is 6th grade, and I have Vienna Village. Congratulations. Another 6th grader, Cole Atkins. Congratulations. I have 4th grade is Emily Lawrence. Congratulations. Another 4th grader, I have Layla Owen. Going into 5th grade now, I wanted the 5th graders to really understand their change because they're moving on to the middle school this year. So I selected really, really talented artists that do hold that accountability. So for 5th grade, I have Miss Emma Decker. Congratulations. Miss Kaylin O'Donnell. I have Emma Borrego. Congratulations. I have Madison Severio. And Leah Blumenthal. And I have a 6th grader that couldn't be with us tonight, but her name is Aurora Lewis. Thank you so much.
The next school is Lone Mountain Elementary School, and the art teacher, Carrie Roberts, is not here tonight, but Elaine Valerio will be presenting the awards.
Well, thank you. I'm Elaine Valerio, actually with ECS, one of the very proud sponsors of this program. It's been a delight to partner with this Sonoran Art Leagues and be a part. Usually I'm behind the scenes, not on stage, so bear with me. But I'm just so glad to stand in for Carrie Roberts, and it's an honor to be here. So I'll go ahead and start with 3rd grader, Aria Gilbert. Gwendolyn Jensen, 4th grade. Kate Tarnanen, 4th grade. Perla Ibarra Fernandez, 5th grade. The next 2 are 5th graders who could not be here this evening. Cameron Nobly and Wes Lyman. Lucy Tarnanen, 6th grade. Asher Kai, 6th grade. And Reagan Liberatore, 6th grade. I want to congratulate all these wonderful artists. Art is near and dear to my heart, so I'm proud to be here to represent them. So.
Our next school is Quality Interactive Montessori. Betty Jo Gregolinskis.
Well, good evening, everyone. It is a great pleasure to introduce you to some very talented, creative young artists at our school. I'd like to start with our fourth graders. Many of them I've taught since preschool, so it's been a great honor, and a few have come in later than that. But I would like to start by introducing you to Brianna. And Brianna, I'm not going to do the last name, sorry parents. But Brianna, can you come on over? Dalrymple. Hopefully I said that correct. And Jake, can you come on over? We're going to go first names tonight. Jake, Byron. I only always use their first names in classes, so. And then I would like to introduce you to Cody Tabaski. Did I say that right? Congratulations, Cody. And then our last fourth grader is Quillen Slager, who is not able to be here tonight. I understand from my other fourth graders, he is involved in another form of arts, which is dance, so we'll accept that for him later. And then I would like to introduce to one of our outstanding fifth graders. In fact, when I looked at all of her art when I was trying to pick out students for our award ceremony, she has a very distinct characterization to her art. You could tell that she has her own language in her art. So, Miss Leona Newman. And then our seventh grader, Cole. Schrom, yeah. And our eighth grader, and I'm so proud of the student. I've been teaching him since preschool. So we just happen to be leaving at the same time. Emerson Forbes, it's been a wonderful time having you in class. Wonderful person. All of these students are very creative, beautiful people, inside and out, and it's been an honor to be your art teacher. And please, parents, forgive me for mispronouncing last names. My last name is hard too, it's Gregolinsky, so I would ask for grace on those last names. All right, thank you, everyone.
Hi, my name is Annie Izumi, and I'm the art teacher at Sonoran Trails. This is my end of my second year there. It is such a joy to stand before you tonight to celebrate the incredible creativity, dedication, and growth of our middle school artists. This year has been nothing short of inspiring. From bold brushstrokes to carefully crafted designs, our students have embraced the power of imagination and expression. Art isn't just about making something beautiful, it's about learning to see the world differently, to solve problems, take risks, and to share your voice. And this year our students have done all of that and more. They have challenged themselves, supported each other, and poured their hearts into their work. To my students, I'm so proud of the artists and people you are becoming. Tonight's show is a celebration of your hard work, to your vision, and you deserve every bit of recognition. To the families and friends here tonight, thank you for encouraging your children to keep creating. And to the Sonoran Art League, thank you for giving our students a platform to shine. Here's to a successful year in art and even to more creativity ahead for my kids going to high school. Congratulations, STMS artists. So, I have grade 8, Laura Bird. Congrats. I have, grade 7, Stephanie Kahn. Congrats. I have grade 7, Morgan Matthews. I have grade 7, Mackenzie Mackey. 2 artists in the house. I have grade 8, Kiera Muranaka. I have grade 8, Ella Cody. I have grade 8, Lainey George. I have grade 8, Isabella Sober. I have grade 8, Tegan Izumi. I have grade 8, Casey Path. And I have 2 gentlemen that could not make it tonight that are awesome artists. Trent Olson, and Matthew Villegas. So thank you so much.
Next, we get to move to the high school, back to Shadows. Amanda Tanner is here with her students this evening.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Amanda Tanner, and I'm honored to be the new sculpture teacher at Cactus Shadows High School this year. I've had the privilege of teaching 4 beginning sculpture classes and 1 Sculpture 2 class. And if you looked in the showcase that's kind of hidden behind the snacks out there, that's all their work where you can find it. And I'm really amazed by the equality of work for so many beginning students. Next year, I'm excited to introduce Sculpture 3, and I'm currently working towards certification to teach AP sculpture, so I'm really hoping to get a lot of these back. And a lot of you in the audience, especially those middle schoolers, I saw a lot of your 3D work and you're very talented. Before joining Cactus Shadows, I taught at Lone Mountain Elementary School the past 2 years, and I see all my old kids over there. I was waiting, I'm very proud of you. I miss you guys. But I've been incredibly proud of the work my students have created this year. And in fact, I kept an ongoing display of their pieces in the main office throughout the year. It was a joy to share their talent with everyone who walked through those doors. As Alexander Calder once said, above all, art should be fun. That quote has been the heart of our sculpture class. I designed the curriculum around what students were most eager to learn, ceramics. I asked and I provided. And that just happens to be my specialty and what I have the most experience teaching in. And I do have to say, all of these students, out of all of the high school ceramic classes I've taught, I had the most talent this year out of all my years. So I'm very proud of them. In addition to building our foundational clay skills, students also explored a wide variety of materials, including paper, plaster strips, wire, and metal repoussé. My two Sculpture 2 students who are up here, they took on new challenges working on the pottery wheel and learning advanced ceramic techniques. And they found the pottery wheel is a lot harder than it looks. And sometimes we laughed, sometimes we wanted to cry, but they've made beautiful functional pieces, and I'm really happy that they stuck with it. Tonight we celebrate 12 exceptional students who consistently pushed their creative boundaries, collaborated with kindness, and most importantly, had fun. You've grown into not only talented artists, but also inspiring role models. Your dedication, creativity, and willingness to take risks have made a lasting impact on our school community. You've also made teaching an absolute joy, and I had such a wonderful time with all of my classes this year. I really don't want them to leave because I love every one of these kids, and thank you parents for raising such wonderful children. And thank you so much to Kiwanis, to ECS, and the Sonoran Arts League for putting this on and providing so much for our art community. Thank you. My first award, let's see. Everyone made it here, I'm excited. My first award, I'm gonna start with all my beginning sculpture students. And my first one is Brooklyn Sistma. She's in grade 9. Brooklyn made that beautiful cake, and she used piping bag with slip trailing on it and that beautiful shell, and it's actually a whistle that works. Gali Riker. Gali's piece that I selected out here was her landscape tile as well as her African mask. It's called a dik dik. And we had fun pronouncing it and learning what it was all about. All of her work is amazing, and she makes a lot of cute Garfield work. My next artist is Raina Owsley. She's grade 10. Raina amazed me from day one with paper mache. She made this really, I thought she was gonna make something really cute, and it ended up being dark and creepy. I'm like, that is crazy and amazing. And then all of her projects out here are super cute and sweet. That little hedgehog is a whistle, And her little teapot set was one of her free choice projects, so she always pushes the boundaries. My next student is Noah Alukowicz. He's in grade 11. Noah made the African mask. It looks like a rhino out there, and he just, every project he pours his heart into, and he's a perfectionist and has to make sure everything's right. And a lot of his work is based on superheroes and marbles and dragons, and I love seeing his creativity. My next artist is Andrea Bolwin, grade 11. Andrea always pushes beyond her limits and kind of produces work that is more on par with Sculpture 2 classes. She goes big and has a lot of detail, and she always will ask questions of what can I do to make this? And so I know she can handle it, so I'll teach her advanced techniques. And Andrea made a beautiful seascape landscape tile, and that big dragon out there is a whistle. My next artist is Katie Long in grade 10. Katie's work is beautiful. She picked one piece to put out on display, and it's that pink heart cake box. And she also experimented with slip trailing, which was a new technique for a lot of the students. And all of her work is beautiful. I wish I could put more out. My next student is Gemma Kozowski, grade 10. Gemma's piece out there in the showcase was a free-form vase where she kind of just free-flowed and made a coil abstract vase, and her landscape tile. And I chose her because her glazing detail is always on point. She's always in class pushing the limits and making sure she gets everything just right. My next student is Vale Jenkins, grade 11. Vale is an amazing artist. She can draw and paint really well. All of her work blows me away. She has an amazing ability to make like a gradient with glaze, which is really hard to do, so I'm very proud of her. Her piece is that really tall giraffe mask and the wire sculpture, which is a heart with flowers growing out of it. Thea Law is in grade 10. And she also put so much effort into all of her work. I remember her first project, her very first clay project. She made this little monster, and she made it look like a pizza oven with the eyeball as an olive coming off. And her work out there was the little Pokemon, which is also a whistle, and the African mask. Our next student is Rosalind Garcia. Rosalind is in grade 9, and all of her work blows me away. I'm waiting to see what she does sometimes, because she does stuff that's totally different from everyone else. Like when we made plaster pumpkin, she painted it with barbed wire instead of polka dots. When we worked on the whistle project, she made a realistic heart. And then she made a lot of things themed on a circus, so she has a little circus cat out there. My next student is Kiara Mosley, and she's a Sculpture 2 student. Kiara is in 10th grade, and she's probably one of the quietest students I have in the class, but she's the youngest. But then when I see her come in my next class, they'll come in my lunch class often, and I've never seen someone talk so much with her friends. But it's surprising. I was like, where did this come from? But she's an absolute pleasure and joy. Anything and everything new that I offer to teach them, she wants to try it. So she made a beautiful teapot set, and she experimented with a slab base, and we tried something new that I've never tried, which is using alcohol drops to make that really cool glaze effect on her project. And my last award is Michaela Ring. She's also a Sculpture 2 student. Michaela's in 11th grade, and all of her work amazes me. She puts in so much time and effort. She's always coming in lunch after school to make her work beautiful and over the top. And her pieces out there were the teapots and the really tall vase with the seashells on it. But I'm really excited. I think she's coming back to my class next year. That's all. Thank you so much. And congratulations.
Hello, I teach drawing and painting at Cactus Shadows High School. This is my 23rd year in the district and also attending this event. Thanks to the Sonoran Arts League, Kiwanis, for giving me the opportunity to recognize some of my amazing students. Each one of them has displayed excellent artistic skill in their work, and they've been a true joy to have in class. Freshman, this student shows great talent, always tries their best, and has such a kind heart. Cam Ariano Marquez. This student has a unique style and a really creative mind. Ava Shibley. This student has amazed me since she was a young girl. I started at Lone Mountain and have transferred up, so some of these kids that I had as like preschool kinders are now my high schoolers. So I've known Josie a long time, but still continuing to blow me away now. Josie Madden. My juniors, this student was new to me this year, and I was so excited with each of her pieces, and I hope she takes art again, and I've already asked her, and she is. So, Kaden Ramsey. This student was also new to me this year. I truly enjoyed getting to know her throughout this entire year. Olivia Canala. This student's growth over the years has been outstanding. I can't wait to see what you create in AP Art next year. Blake Hansen. This student has also amazed me since she was a young girl. Her skill and dedication goes above and beyond. Ellie Rice. For my seniors, these next three students of mine are all in my second year draw paint class. They each impress me in different ways, continually pushing themselves and their skills. I've truly enjoyed having you all in class, and I wish nothing but success in your future. Jaslyn Veit, who I don't think is here. Megan Ainsiger, who I also don't think could make it. And Sophia Stasic, who is here. And then my last two students were in my AP Art class. They successfully completed their portfolios in time for submission just this past Friday, so yay! Their dedication to their work is truly amazing to see. They also both achieved the Arizona Seal of Arts Proficiency this year, which is a big achievement, so I'm proud of you both. Ella Miller, who will be going to ASU and majoring in animation. And Iona Moffman, who will be attending Iowa State University and majoring in veterinary studies.
We're asking all of Ms. Parsons' students to stay on stage because one of her students is receiving a special award. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Stephen Laurie Greenberg, who would like to say a little something, and then Ms. Parsons is going to introduce the student to.
Hello, I'm Steve Greenberg, and this is my wife, Lori. She's the artist in the family, which doesn't like to speak publicly. So, very quickly, who is Jeff Cross? Does anybody know the story of Jeff Cross? Like you, he's a Cave Creek foothills area artist. He lived here in the 70s, and he built a wonderful place called Harmony Hollow. He also was the first leader of the Cave Creek Craft Council, which is now the Sonoran Arts League today. So the roots of all this is from artists who lived in the Cave Creek area and gathered together to work and to hold shows. And it's amazing that 50 years later and 47 years of the scholarship that we're still here doing this. So I just want to encourage you all to continue with your art. Art is beautiful, art makes your life better, and art makes the world better. And we're happy to present this award. Can you come up?
Yes, I will happily do it. So if you want to show it, it's a beautiful bronze bell. This is going to not only an outstanding artist, but just truly an amazing and unique person. The student also attended EVIT while at Cactus Shadows, so she's already got a jump start on her future career in animation. I've loved having you in class, and I know that you're going to do great things in the future. Ella Miller.
Hollow is a beautiful old home at the end of Spur Cross Road. You've seen it if you've gone to Spur Cross Ranch Conservation Area. We'd like to invite you all to come in November during Hidden in the Hills when it's open again, and we'd love to show you.
Thank you all for attending this evening. We have done this in record time. We did it in 50 minutes. We're 10 minutes shorter than last year.